North Carolina lawmakers came back to Raleigh today to begin their long session. The House and Senate were sworn in at noon today. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is live at the Legislative Building to explain what lawmakers plan to work on first. Laura?
Gerald, we don't know quite yet, because it's early, of course, how well Senate Leader Phil Berger and our new House Speaker Dustin Hall are going to work together. But they made one thing today very clear, that they are in agreement that hurricane relief for storm survivors in western North Carolina is at the top of their priority list. Caldwell County Republican Dustin Hall was elected House Speaker, the first new Speaker in a decade. He succeeds longtime Speaker Tim Moore, who's now serving in Congress. Hall is a native of western North Carolina, and he pledged to get to work quickly on relief for survivors of Hurricane Helene.
The number one priority of this body, starting today, because today is day one, is doing all we can to rebuild western North Carolina. To my friends in the mountains in the west, I know that you're not forgotten.
To the people of western North Carolina, you are not, you will not be forgotten. We will work tirelessly to ensure that our response to Hurricane Helene does not leave you behind.
Relief for storm survivors was also a main theme for Senate Leader Phil Berger. He said the recovery effort in western North Carolina cannot repeat the same mistakes that were made in eastern North Carolina.
We must take a renewed look at how we prepare for and respond to natural disasters in our state.
Hall told reporters he has spoken with new Democratic Governor Josh Stein. He said they'll work with Stein in good faith.
And one of the things everybody's going to agree on is we got to get people back in their homes as quickly as possible. And so I hope that politics don't get in the way of that. I know our caucus is not going to let it.
Now, tonight, lawmakers are headed back home for 3 weeks while they get organized, file some bills, and get their committees together. They'll be back to work for the session at the end of this month. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.